Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are going to deal with the morphology of another plant organ which is known as leaf. You know that leaves are very much important for the plants because these are the sites where photosynthesis takes place, and besides photosynthesis some other vital functions like transpiration, gaseous exchange also take place through leaves. Okay. In this section we are going to restrict our focus on the morphological aspects of leaves, and different species of plants have different types of leaves based on their differing morphologies. Uh, Today, we will restrict our focus on the introductory part of a leaf. Okay, a leaf is also known as phylopodium in botanical terminology, and if you have to define a leaf, it is a green, flat, thin, expanded lateral appendage of the stem, which is present at a node and also possesses a bud in its axil. Here you can see this is the leaf which has came out from this position. Okay, and this position where a leaf arises, this is known as node, and this leaf also possesses a small bud in its axil which is known as axillary bud. I have already told you. Okay, and the leaf, it starts forming from the shoot apex where you have the lateral appendages which are known as leaf primordia, and these leaf primordia, they develop and get transformed into the mature leaves. Okay, the leaves possess a green photosynthetic pigment which is known as chlorophyll, and without this pigment photosynthesis is impossible. Now the parts of a leaf, there are three different parts of a leaf. The first one is leaf base, okay, or hypopodium. The second one is petiole or mesopodium, and the third one is lamina or epipodium. Okay, first one, leaf base. Leaf base is that part of the leaf which helps it to get attached to the stem, and this leaf base also protects a small bud in its axil which is known as axillary bud. I have already told you. And usually leaf bases are provided with a pair of stipules which are the outgrowths. Okay, these are the lateral outgrowths which are known as stipules, and the function of stipules is to protect the young leaves, okay, and the axillary bud. When this leaf was in young condition, it gets protection because of these stipules. Okay, and these stipules also protect the axillary bud. Now the second part of a leaf is petiole or mesopodium. Petiole is cylindrical or subcylindrical structure of a leaf, and this part of the leaf, I mean petiole, it joins the lamina to the leaf base. Okay, and this petiole also raises the lamina above the stem to expose the leaf, to expose the lamina so that it can perceive more sunlight. Okay, and the leaf, there are two different types of leaves depending upon whether they possess petiole or not. Those leaves which possess petiole, they are known as petiolate leaves, and those leaves which do not possess petiole, they are known as sessile leaves. Okay, now we have the third part which is known as lamina or hypopodium, or you can also call it as a leaf blade. It is the flat, thin, expanded green and conspicuous structure, and it is this part of the leaf is a seat of photosynthesis, gaseous exchange, transpiration and other metabolic reactions. uh, the shape, margin, apex, surface and extent of incision of lamina, it varies widely between different species. Okay, uh, when we will study the types of leaves, you will come to know about the incision of leaves. When the leaf is, and when the lamina is entire, it is known as simple leaf, and when it has been broken down into small segments, that type of leaf is known as compound leaf. Okay, and the leaves also possess veins and veinlets. Okay, and these veins and veinlets, these possess the vascular tissues which help in the transport of materials, okay, into the leaf and out of the leaf. And depending upon whether the upper surface and the lower surface of a leaf differ or not, there are three different types of leaves. First of all, let's understand what are the upper and lower surfaces of a leaf called. Okay, the upper surface are the surface which faces towards the stem, okay, the upper surface of a leaf, or the surface which faces towards the stem, that is known as adaxial surface also, okay, that is also known as adaxial surface or ventral surface, okay. And the surface which faces away from the stem, that is also known as abaxial surface or dorsal surface, okay. It is quite confusing. You have to remember that the upper surface of a leaf which faces towards the stem, that is known as adaxial surface or ventral surface, and the lower surface of a leaf which faces away from the stem, that is also known as abaxial surface or dorsal surface, okay. And if the dorsal surface and the ventral surface, or you can say upper surface and the lower surface of a leaf, they are different, okay, that type of leaf is known as dorsiventral leaf, okay. And the example is most of the dicots, okay, most of the dicots have the dorsiventral type of leaf in which the upper surface is different from the lower surface, both in terms of anatomy and morphology as well, okay. If you have seen the leaf of a dicot plant, it is very much green on the upper surface and it is not that much green on the lower surface, okay. Then we have another type of leaf which is known as isobilateral leaf. Both the upper and lower surfaces are similar. If you do not find any apparent differences in the upper and lower surfaces of a leaf, that type of leaf is known as isobilateral, and isobilateral leaves are present in case of monocots, okay. And then we have another type of leaf which is known as centric leaf. These are the cylindrical leaves where we do not have any distinction of the upper and lower surfaces because these leaves are cylindrical, okay. These are cylindrical, these are tube like. Example is onion, okay. This is all for today, and in the next part we are going to deal with the phyllotaxy or arrangement of leaves on the stem, okay. Till then, God bless you and thank you.